Welcome to another DK Custom Products video. I'm Dwayne and this is Kevin. Today we're going to tell you a story about how we came to carry an entire lineup of slip-on exhaust. Go back with me 3 or 4 months ago and you installed a Maxell 81H cam in your Milwaukee 8. Now we all know the M8s, they lack sound, exhaust sound, and they're just quiet. You can put different exhausts on. There's not ever gonna be what like a carbureted twin cam or an Evo would be. They're never gonna hit that hard unless you upgrade the cam, which is what you did. But then, Kevin spends a lot of time on the road with his wife as a passenger, and it was just loud. It was just obnoxiously loud because he was running just baffleless, wide open Cannon slip-ons. The OEM mufflers gutted, no baffles in there. Of course, we had the Thunder Torques in there to tame it down, but still, it was overwhelming. And then all day, just hundreds of miles.
And it sounds good at an idle. We'll play it right here, but hour after hour,
it takes a toll.
I'm 65, Mary's 67. Maybe we're getting old and we didn't want, it was just too loud.
Yeah.
Now this is exhaust that I've run off and on bikes since 2011.
Yeah.
And it's always been fine. It's always been deep, mellow enough. But then when I put that cam in, it just gained a whole other level of hard-hitting sharpness to it.
But before we get into all that, people gutting the OEM mufflers gets you a sound that's better than the vast majority of aftermarket slip-ons out there. When you use the TTIs, there's no performance loss. In fact, there's a notable performance gain. It sounds great. The material Harley uses is, it's a great fit and finish, the chroming, and it's a very thick walled muffler, so it resonates the sound and the exhaust gases very well. It's nothing like, a set of cheap Amazon, Shark, whatever those are, slip-ons that just sound like a tin can. If you're looking for a way to make your M8 sound better, gut those mufflers, gut those baffles out of those slip-ons, replace them with Thunder Torque insert, and you'll be great. But if you've done a cam upgrade and it sounds like a galloping horse across a basketball court, that might not be the best thing for you.
20 years ago, it might not have been too loud for us, but it is now. So, and what you said about the OEM exhaust sounding and performing on the dyno better than most others, there's only one that's even come close, and that's the Rush.
Yeah.
And so I talked to Casey at Tab Performance and talked to him. Had no idea how they would perform or how they would sound, but a lot of people are liking them. I talked to him, and he said if I didn't like them, send them back, get my money back. So I went ahead and put them on there and was very pleasantly surprised. So here is at an idle with the exhaust that I've been running for over a decade, off and on. I've done some other exhausts here and there, but this was my go-to.
Yeah.
So here's what it sounds like after the cam upgrade. Here it is with the BAM sticks, and I opted for the 1 3/4 inch baffle. There's a 2-inch baffle, and there's a zombie baffle, and of course you can get it with no baffle. But I opted for the 1 3/4, which has the fiberglass or whatever packing around it, because I wanted to have it to be quieter for the hour after hour riding. So here's a listen to that at an idle. And now here's a listen to it on a drive-by. not saying it's better or worse, it's different. For us, it's better. Now, did I need this before I had the cam in? No, I didn't. I was happy with the OEM with the TTI in it. But everybody's, what's better sounding to one person is horrible sounding to another person.
Right.
Yeah, this video is just showing you the difference between the OEM gutted with the TTI and then the BAM stick with the 1 3/4 inch baffle. Also here, we'll just insert here the sound of a stock one, which is never in the
Yeah,
money.
we all know what they sound like. They don't
yeah.
sound. And you know, you talk about people thinking different sound, you know, people have different opinions of sound. Something else that, and a lot of people may not agree with me on, I think these look really good because so many other exhausts, I think exhausts are one of those things that are sort of behind the times. They all have like these ornamental tips that have all these designs. It looks very, very Arlen-esque, if that makes sense, very Victory Vegas-y. And that's just not what's cool to me, in my opinion. These have a very simple look, albeit a slash cut, and you can get them in chrome, the chrome muffler with a chrome tip, or a black muffler with a black tip, or a combination of that with a chrome or black tip. And so it's just a rounded basic tip, a less is more look, and it doesn't look like something out of West Coast choppers.
Well, and the other thing that's nice about these, you notice I have these so that, you know, this is the top of the bike, so that an angle like that, they're made so that just with 2 screws, you can flip it up and have it be a slash down.
They would check off every box you would want out of a slip-on. Great fit and finish, a straight through baffle, not relatively restrictive like you would, you know, if you can hold it up and look through it and see all the way to the end, it's not very restrictive.
Right.
You can't do that with the factory. So that's one of the reasons why they retain a lot of heat and they don't do you any favors for performance. These different baffle designs and the fact that you can get different baffles and are easily interchangeable, and they work really well with Thunder Torque inserts, gotta say that. To me, like I said, these check off every box you would want out of a slip-on.
Now, with the Tab Performance, there are many different models. I have the 4-inch BAM sticks, but they have the 50 cals, they have the 4.5. They have a lot of different types of exhaust. And most of them in chrome and black, with the chrome or black tip, whatever you want. So we hope this video was informative, helped you hear the difference. It's not the same as hearing it in person. The video we did on choosing the right exhaust, we'll put it up in the corner here. So this video is not something that you should base your you know, exhaust decision on.
Right.
Because it's not the same in person as it is on a video.
That's right.
But it does give you a little bit of an idea.
That's right.
Lets you know why I made the change that I made.
Right, and this is one of those things, if you've been following our channel for any amount of time, you know we don't offer anything on our website that we would not put on our own bike. And of course, we're not equipped to make slip-ons, so we have to go elsewhere to get slip-ons. So trust us, we've been through the ringer on what works well, what doesn't work well, and we would never put a company out there and put them on blast for a terrible product. But if a company's good, if a company's great, and we carry their product, we're gonna preach it. We're gonna tell you about it. So this is one of those products, and you can see those in the link in the description below. But if you have any questions at all about anything you've seen in this video, leave us a comment or shoot me an email to support@dkcustomproducts.com.
Y'all ride safe out there.